You're down 1 year. That shit kind of crazy.
Swear, little year ski.
It's really 3 years off.
Come on, 3 years.
It took 3 years to get 1 year worth of episodes.
We
We
I
started.
guess that's how a TV show
Well, we
works, bro.
started shooting this when we got the store.
Really?
I feel like it took a little while.
It was in this room.
Right away?
Well, it was in this room.
Yeah.
So somewhere in that first year.
I think it's probably been like
Well,
2.5
2.5.
years.
Thank y'all for being here with us for a year's worth of episodes.
So,
We are going to be moving to do some new things from this point on.
new content way of typing.
Let's see if I can find.
How was all y'all weekends?
It was pretty smooth. Pretty smooth. UFC
Decent.
5 came out.
Oofsa.
Instantly started shredding niggas, bro. I ain't
Wow.
go cap.
So
bro.
you was just Timothy on there then.
Had to. I had to instantly learn all the combos. I ain't go cap. Learn the combos. Learn the distancing, boy. Anybody got UFC 5 and want the smoke? Come on.
Damn.
I feel
So you
We're
just
doing
coming
the
like that?
UFC 5 tournament on Saturday. Let me see, make sure we
Are
still
you
got
gonna
spots.
compete in that?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
You better win then.
What
Boy, I'm about to
people-
ask
If
everybody.
you don't win,
I
then-
swear.
If you don't
I'm
win,
dead
that'll be
ass.
crazy.
Dude, I'm actually getting good at the ground game and shit already too. Like,
I know we were trying to figure out what would be the best rule set for it, cause I don't know, like.
What you mean? You just play the game.
I
Well,
feel
like there's a
full-
million,
You
there's a
said
bunch of
you
different
just
ways.
play the game.
ain't
You
no
gotta see if you do
rules,
best
no.
2 out of 3.
Oh, yeah,
or
yeah,
like
but
what
like
are you
that- yeah,
doing?
those
You're
rules are
you're
smooth.
talking
All
game
that,
like
modes,
in-game
huh?
rules.
like
settings.
cause isn't there
Like
ways of
settings,
like,
like,
no ground game or no
Yeah.
or like
Yeah.
picking weight classes? Like we'll probably do like a little spin the wheel, it tells you what weight class, and then you pick your
Type shit.
fighters.
That's
or
the only thing where
Yeah.
I'll get
That's
cooked
fair.
because I'm not good with bigger weight classes. But
Mm.
anything
Well, it's
up
gonna be
until,
like-
You gotta be
middleweight,
good
I'm
with
good.
every weight class.
'Cause it should
I
be
don't know.
like
I just
winning
don't
the
like how
game.
the heavy niggas move. They're just too slow. It's harder to play my game style. So like technically, you might have the upper hand if we play.
What up, real
heavyweight.
bro?
Wow, bro,
dude's
just out here just
iced
dropping
himself.
them, dropping.
Hey man, they gonna need all the
Dropping
help
his
they
old
need.
sauce.
They gonna
He
need.
said-
They gonna
He
need all
said,
the
bro,
help they can get.
that's the advantage you got.
Dude, that mean you better be
That's it.
practice on playing big fighters than all the time now at this point.
Shit, might as well. I'm
I
trying. I
think
was
it'll
getting the
probably
game
just be
down.
like maybe best 2, or depending on how long are the rounds usually. Like how long, if you went the full distance in UFC, like how long would that take?
Like a game, probably like 7 minutes.
The full distance?
Like full. If are we doing
Yeah,
3 or
if you-
5 minute rounds?
If you do
That's
three,
what I'm asking.
if
Like what's like the normal like
normal
just
is
load up
I
the
would
game?
say-
normal is 3 rounds,
I would say
5
let's
minutes.
do. I would say what we'd probably do is like a tournament structure. So it'd be like 3 minutes. It should be 3 rounds, and they're 5-minute rounds, but they're accelerated time. So it's like 2.5 minute rounds. So it's like about 7 minutes.
Yeah, and even then, people are getting knocked out way before.
Yeah, no,
then
it never
on,
goes to
on
distance.
UFC.
It never
it
goes
never
to distance.
goes to
Since
distance.
Since I've
So,
got it,
'cause
I haven't gone the distance once.
So maybe depending on how many people enter, we could do like a best 2 out of 3 thing. But if it's like, because I think I was gonna cap it out at like 12 or 16 people, because we have to everyone has to be in the store most likely, or stepping
Yeah.
outside for a little bit and coming back in.
Mhm.
But yeah, no, it'll be like single elimination, but maybe like a best 2 out of 3. But once you lose that, then you're out.
That'd be cool.
And then spin a wheel for weight classes. It'll be played on the PS5. Yeah, I don't really play UFC, so I don't
Well,
know
it's
what
kinda
like. I
like
don't
a
like 3 minutes, or
different
maybe
advantage
3-minute
too.
rounds would be
Yeah,
better
most
than
definitely.
5-minute rounds.
Controller.
Not the same controller. That's gonna be
Um,
different, but I'm not too concerned.
Yeah.
I
don't
mean,
know
I
how it
feel like
works.
it should just be classic MMA rules, cause it's like, I don't know. I mean, stand and bang also plays differently. Like the controls are different. So I mean, like,
Yeah, because because it's like obviously like a friendly tournament. It's not, you don't have to pay to enter. You don't like, cause that's why. I mean, I don't really care what the rule sets are. I'm not playing it. I don't know anything about it, but I know Bucks brought something up of like, what do you call it? Whatever and bang.
stand and bang.
Stand and bang, where like,
Yeah,
because
yeah.
some people probably would just get tapped out immediately on the ground.
No, yeah, I think
'Cause some people don't play the game, but they
want
wanna come try.
Fair. Like,
Maybe it could be like
I mean, the thing
Like,
is,
I
if
don't
you're
know.
if you're
Tapped, you
getting
get
tapped,
tapped
Join the
well, I would
tournament,
say
you
I
better
would
know how to
say-
play.
you should know
yeah,
how to
you
play
should
the
know
game.
how to play.
You should be.
you
I
should
don't
know how to play
think-
the floor. Like it's not. Is it
Yeah,
common to
just
play
play
standing
COD.
bang? Like is
That's
it
what
like
I'm saying. It's the
popular?
game.
I
It's
would
the
say, I mean,
actual game.
honestly,
You
it's
gonna
more
join
of
the
like the
tournament, play
newbie
COD, you
approach.
better know how to
I
do
would say.
everything.
I mean, like,
Yeah.
don't get me wrong. Like, standing bang it's more fun if you're playing with people that have no idea what they're doing. But the thing is, like, if they
Or
don't
if
know
you
what
just
they're
want some
doing,
fast paced shit.
yeah. But the thing is, like, even then, like, you're not necessarily like it's like if I'm playing somebody and they don't know what they're doing, like, I'd much rather just knock them out with like a head kick and do that than like submit them. Like most people, like it's way more satisfying to do that. Granted, you
Going
can
for
send,
style points.
Mm-hmm.
yeah, like style
Feel
points.
you.
And I won't lie, it's significantly harder to submit people in this game. Like it's like because it's like you have to get their stamina down to zero, and that entire time they can transition, and their transitions are pretty
Mhm.
quick. So even as a novice, I was escaping transitions against like legendary AI. And
Damn.
people online don't play. The people don't take you down.
Damn.
Yeah, people quit matches if you take them down. Actually,
Wow.
yeah. So you don't get much practice online with the ground game.
Mm-mm.
Should be cool though. I think it'll be. It's like one. I mean, we could do it with like Madden too, but it would take a little bit longer. But it's like the sports games is like the one thing that you can host a tournament for, and it can be
Mhm.
you can make your set like it pretty simple because you just need one screen and one console, 2 controllers.
Mm-hmm.
And then I mean, if you had a fat bracket, you would want more, but like that's like something you can do. But UFC, I feel like is like the quicker option because the games end quicker, but it's not as popular as like 2K and Madden. So like there's not, if we did a 2K tournament, we probably already have like 60 people that are like, oh, I'm there, I'm the best 2K player in the state, blah blah blah.
Oh yeah.
But I think UFC kind of flies under the radar a little bit of like people that brag about how good they are at games and shit like that.
Yeah, no,
It's just
definitely,
not like-
definitely. It's not out there. It hasn't been around as long, or like it hasn't been the limelight as long for sure.
Shit. I mean, I think too UFC is really big though on like TikTok and shit.
It is really big on
It's
TikTok.
really big
It
on
is
there.
really big on- yeah.
I feel like fighting games are coming back or making
Yeah.
a comeback in general. Like
There.
Mortal Kombat.
Mortal
I've been seeing
Kombat
like, a lot of
one.
tournaments
Yeah.
and shit.
Mortal
Like
Kombat is cold.
fuck,
They
what's
did
the
do
other
a
one?
esports
Tekken?
tournament.
Is that the other popular one?
Yeah, it is.
When they're like kind of side by side. too.
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
yeah.
What do they
yeah.
call that like style again?
I don't
Forgot.
even know. I don't
Yeah.
even know. Looks like 2D almost,
Yeah,
but
it
like
Little
is a
side
2D
fighter.
style.
yeah, but like
It's almost
I feel like a
platform.
lot of fighting games are making a comeback because it's like skill based gaming is like really cool. I guess at the end of the day, you like seeing people have skill
Like
to be able to do a lot of
strategy.
these things. Yeah,
Like I literally watched a video on YouTube of a dude beat Waka Flocka in Mortal Kombat blindfolded.
What the
I was like, what the fuck?
He must have at least had like vibration on his controller or something,
Yeah, no,
so
he
he
did.
could know when he was like getting hit. Or
he
hit
beat him
something.
at what?
Mortal Kombat
Blindfolded?
blindfolded.
Yeah, that's different.
It was crazy, bro. He would just he would get like hit by something, and then that's how he would know where he was, and
Oh
then he
my
would just
God.
react, and then he would just cook him as soon as he started the combo.
Oh my
Mhm.
God.
Yeah, I want to do a like a Call of Duty event when the game comes out. I don't know. You just have to obviously it wouldn't be in here. It would be in the
Yeah.
store, but it would have to be at like some venue. But unfortunately, one of our connects or plans fell through for having a nice spot to do shit like that in, which sucks. But yeah, it would have been cool.
Yeah.
Would have been cool. I just gotta figure out the next move for it. I
Space
think
will
the
come.
Rock. I think even the Rocker sold their team to a different owner or like part owner or something like that. Like
Really?
like so many esports brands are going under or selling their teams because they've been a lot of people hopped into the space that didn't know shit about esports, but they were like maybe they owned a basketball team or they were an investor in like another type of business.
Mhm.
And I think they see a lot of it as like, oh, LeBron James and all these people get paid high salaries to win games, and fans love them because they win games. But in esports, people like winning championships doesn't mean you're making more money or you're getting more fans for the most part. It's like it's all about the like characters and like, or I mean like you're off the game, off the field, whatever you want to
Persona.
call it, personas and
Yeah.
characters and shit like.
Don't forget too, the
Your own
first
clout,
year
personal
of Call of Duty League was January 2020.
Yeah, I'm not even talking about COD. I'm talking about every esport. Like
I
League of,
mean,
even
yeah.
League of Legends and like
Yeah.
Valorant and all them. They're like the team that won Valorant champs.
Yeah.
They basically like disbanded because they couldn't
Yeah.
afford their players. Because even in COD, every Call of Duty player, their salary is getting like cut in half right now
But the
because
one
it's like
thing-
a big reset in
The
esports
one thing
right
though
now.
about League
Yeah.
of Legends and Valorant though that I feel like is an okay excuse for them to keep breaking up and doing all that shit is that they actually have like good prize pools compared to Call of
Yeah,
Duty,
most-
like and shit like
Most
that.
organizations don't make that though. It's like
Ye-
it's to the players.
No, yeah.
Unless you
I'm
have a
saying
crazy
in the
contract.
player sense, it's like you can lift up and get with anybody who got the money to send y'all wherever, as long as you're gonna be making that bread. You know what I'm saying? Because it's like there's almost like multi-million-dollar prizes for those things where the players are like, in a sense, it's like. It's kind of good. The players are
Yeah, the
gonna be
players are
good.
gonna be
You
just
know what I'm
fine.
saying? They're gonna be just fine. But like these
Yeah.
ownership, these businesses, it's kind of hard because one, we are in a recession. But even in Call of Duty sense, they started like when we were at the height of like having a lot of bread and shit like that. And it might have looked good. Even the billionaires were getting a lot of bread. Like, you know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? Like they were getting a lot of PPPs and stuff like that. So it might have been sweet to them to start it. And then we got to now, and it is definitely not sweet
Yeah.
to have just been holding on to something that
Like-
you weren't even 100% sure
Yeah,
of, you know?
like every CDL team has just about changed ownership. Besides, I mean, Optic even did, but that wasn't because of
Yeah.
financial reasons. But like
Which I feel
besides
like
Optic
they're
and
up.
like Atlanta FaZe,
Yeah.
every other team has like sold ownership or rebranded or did something because they're basically what they were paying. They were paying their players more money than they were making. So like at the end of the year, oh, we lost $2 million this year. Like we can't keep doing this. Like, and then like a lot of these businessmen that aren't into esports, they see like they get in and get out quick. They're like, oh fuck
Yeah.
that. We thought this was a quick money maker, but
yeah.
it's a process. This is like the 4th year of franchising Call of Duty. This shit, it's gonna take
Well,
10, 15
and I think
years
the
to get
problem
to
with a
where it
lot of
is.
these owners
Yeah.
too is that it's kind of like the Oakland A's shit. None of these people even know anything about gaming in reality. They just have money and they're
Mhm.
jumping in. If you look at FaZe and you look at Optic, they all know gaming for
Yeah.
real.
That's why
They
can
know the
survive.
trends. They know how things are turning. They know the type of merch to be making, the type of different avenues they have to go into. And I think that's why they're both successful, and they're both like technically America's teams in terms of Call of Duty. Like
Yeah.
they branded themselves to be that, and that's
all
like
their- all their
that's the
players-
majority of
all their
owning a
players
team
show
is
up to a
branding,
weekly
too.
podcast, to a weekly content shoot,
On me.
and they're all that's how Optic's making them, and they have like a website where you can pay $5 a month to get exclusive content or
Oh,
content
yeah.
first. Like but it's like other organizations could do that, but people ain't going to fuck with it.
I
Like,
feel like
it's
the
It's just
thing
not
is
because it's
they-
not who they
just
grew up
need-
watching. and
Yeah,
shit.
they
It's like,
need
mm.
like people like that connected to the teams in the games
Yeah.
and things like that. But it's really hard when you put it at such a high price point.
I
too,
mean,
to
but
buy
there
these teams.
technically there's, I guess, like these people now are the new people that kids are growing up watching.
True.
So if they did like get
But
on,
but
most of-
not like
most
the
of them don't make
ownership,
content.
but not
Yeah.
the ownership.
Yes, the
That's
players are going to be
problem.
fine.
no,
yeah.
yeah.
The players
No,
are
for
fine.
sure.
The players are
For
going to
sure.
get a salary, or
'Cause,
they're going to be
yeah.
streaming, and that's up to them. If they don't make out
Oh,
content
yeah,
outside,
team-
then
no,
they're
the
lacking.
teams.
But
need
it's
to
the
get
owners
together
that are
and, like,
just throwing money at the wrong spots, and then
For
they're not
sure.
making no money
Like,
because they're not
even if
selling
you had-
merch.
even
They're
if
not
you
making
had-
YouTube videos.
Even if you had like legendary,
They're not selling jerseys.
legendary
yeah.
gamers as
Not selling
like
tickets to
even
your
your
events.
CEOs and like presidents of your company, even if they're not owners. Like I feel like that goes a long way because it's like I feel like the owners of a lot of these teams don't even have the mindset to be like, oh, we need to have content creators.
Yeah.
We need to have this cool ass
Yeah.
merch or collabs with this company to make
Or
our
even like
merch or
hosting
do
your own
whatever.
events. Like Optic in the off
Literally.
season, they host like events where people can buy tickets to and come
Yeah.
do it. But like
You
If
gotta
the Rocker
you gotta
would throw
scrape
the-
that bread.
throw your
Rocker,
own
yeah.
tournament.
Yeah, you
like
gotta
throw a
scrape
tournament
that bread.
where you make
Yeah,
money. Because
I
like
would've- boy, I would be going
You gotta
ham.
scrape for
Like,
that shit,
imagine you
bro.
literally you're given a $1 million, billion dollar
Yeah.
company name franchise. It's already built for you. All you gotta do is market it, bro. That's.
But it's
free
crazy because
sauce.
a
That's
lot of
crazy.
people at the Rocker got laid
How
off,
would
which
you not do that?
I'd have to do some research and see how the ownership works now. But like even Midnight, like she grew up being in Optic. Like out of high school, she was in Optic Midnight, and then when the franchising came around, she got signed to the Rocker to be their head of content creation, like management. And I'm just like, wow, Rocker is like actually like gonna be one of those teams that are busting out content, and then COVID happened, and whatever. There's some excuses to not be making as much content. And then, but even when we came back, like I never seen any rocker content. Like I'd see
did
maybe
not
like
use
one
that
video a
facility
month
that
of
much.
like their team like
Yeah.
answering, reading funny tweets or something
Dude's
like
got
that.
$1 million facility.
Yeah, like the
No
best facility
footage
ever. No
used.
foot. Like I would be in that
Yeah.
bitch.
No
like
merch sold.
you got to be in there just doing funny shit all the
Literally.
time.
Nothing.
And it's just like I think people. I mean, people were just getting paid to do what they had to do, and no one wanted to take the initiative to be like 'cause none of them own the rocker. So it's like, why would they take the initiative to
To
be
really
like,
go crazy.
I'm gonna make sure that I'm doing more than I'm getting paid for to make sure we're advancing. But it's like I don't know.
I mean, I
thought that
guess
they
to
would have been
keep-
fine, but now
Make
Midnight
sure you
doesn't
keep
work
getting
there
your
no
paycheck,
more.
I
Yeah.
guess.
Like everybody that we've connected
what?
with at the rocker in the past doesn't work there no more. Like
Mhm.
everybody's gone. They did a full wipeout of like everybody that isn't like a player or a coach. Like all the behind the scenes people, like brand relations management and like, all that type of shit. But it's probably just because people were like, hey, we got to cut your salary by $15K a year, or you go somewhere else. And they're like, fuck, I can go somewhere else, make the same amount. So it's like, it's tough.
Tough lifestyle, man.
I don't know. I love esports, but yeah, I would. Yeah, some of the people fucked up their money in that bitch for sure, and now it's making it. It's basically the great reset for esports right now because it was during COVID. It was so popular to like watch video games, so there was a lot of money being pumped into like streaming and like stuff like that.
Yeah.
And now it's just like the great reset. Basically, everyone's they gotta have more of a realization.
$100K for a team, would you invest?
If you what
If COD charged
Oh.
$100K for a team, would
to
you
be in the
invest?
league,
Yeah,
I don't even
because
think I would
they
have
just
a chance.
went down that bad.
No,
Yeah.
they can't go from 25 mil a spot to
Hey,
100K a spot.
you see how much they were selling the how much Optic bought his team back for?
Well, that's not from the CDL though. That's
but
just because
still,
he
that's
sold it
how
and then
that
he
shit
bought it.
worked.
He bought
Them
it for
niggas is sick.
250K,
They
right?
losing their bread.
I don't even know what number it was. I never
No,
even seen
I'm
the
pretty
number.
sure it was like a few.
He didn't.
pretty
He
sure.
didn't tell me on the pod. He didn't give me the.
I'm
exact
pretty
number
sure
on the
they put
pod.
it like on. I'm pretty sure this was like online that it was like a way better deal because he sold it.
It was
to,
less. It
'cause
was
he-
definitely less than he
'cause he-
sold it
yeah,
for. Because
he's-
he kind of was like, was it at least less than you sold it for? And he was like,
Yeah,
I could
for
tell by his
sure.
facial expression that he made money off selling it, buying it back a year later.
And do
Yeah,
you
it's
think?
fine.
Do you think because it was the thieves who came in off of
he
one
sold,
of them that he bought?
sold the
You
Thieves their
think they
spot,
paid
yeah.
25 mil for that? you
Well,
think
they
he
don't pay it
charged
all
them?
up front. They pay like $1 million a year for it. Like they like pay like it's a yearly installment, so it's not like
Right.
all up front.
But do you think he charged him that
I
to
feel
take
like-
over that team name?
Yeah. Or no, so to take over like the spot,
Yeah.
like the LA spot.
Yeah.
I think he probably just whatever he was having to pay, he probably just transferred basically his his contract to Nadeshot, because Optic was Chicago Huntsman, and then the OG LA Optic Gaming LA, because he sold Optic to Immortals or Infinite, one of the two. There was two different ownership groups that it kind of bounced back and forth from, and then
Mhm.
because there was so much weird shit about. Like if you want to call your team Optic Gaming, you can't have a team in Valorant, League of Legends, Halo, like anywhere else. It was supposed to be like that name is like original to our league, and that's why there wasn't like before COD League came around, there was all these really cool organizations that had really diehard fan bases. COD League comes around, none of those names are in the league no more. It's like FaZe kind of like got around it by being Atlanta FaZe instead of FaZe Clan.
Mhm.
And then Optic Gaming could have now they're Optic Texas, so like they could have done that from the start, but they had some weird like ownership buying and selling like shit going on to where like they couldn't really do it. And then like now even like the 100 Thieves that are in it, they're LA Thieves instead of LA 100 Thieves. So like that's like their loophole around being able to be in it but still have teams in Halo and Valorant and all that shit. But yeah, I think right now if a team were to sell their spot to someone, they would sell it for less though, like for sure.
I
Like
mean,
like
I
they
can
would
believe it.
they
I
would
can
probably
believe it.
they would sell it for what they owe most likely. Like it'd be like, oh, we're like $4 million deep in the 4
Yeah.
years. Give me 20 million. 20 million. You can have my spot. And then now someone else has that spot. But so
Mhm.
they would have, in a sense, like broke even because they paid each year to be there. But like the new
Yeah.
person coming in would get a deal.
I just feel like the
Yeah.
overall value of each team except for Optic in Atlanta
Thieves and,
is
yeah.
basically way less than $25 million
Yeah,
now.
yeah, definitely.
Probably
Yeah.
in the 15 to 10 million.
But which is really
now.
cool though,
Yeah.
the Florida
to be
the
honest.
Florida Mutineers rebranded to the Miami
Oh, yeah,
Heretics,
yeah.
and that's a team
So-
that's a Spanish team that already existed, so they're gonna come in with a really hard fan base,
And
which is gonna
aren't
be
they-
really good for the league.
Aren't they
Mm.
attached to a professional team or no?
The Heretics is like their organization. It'd be like Optic coming in.
I mean, like a professional sports team. Like,
oh, I don't know.
oh, okay, but they took the Miami
No, they just took
colors,
the Miami
right?
Dolphin colors. Yeah.
Okay,
Which is like
Good
smart, which is really
rebranding.
smart. Like
Yeah,
the Rocker
good
took the Vikings.
rebranding.
They should have did purple and gold if it was really smart.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think it's smart. I think more teams should, like, if you're doing esports, you should try to match your
The state.
professional sports team's
Yeah.
colors, because it's gonna make people like
Make
want
people
it
pay
without
attention
even knowing
more
what
without-
it is.
yeah.
And just notice it more.
So do you
Pay
think
more
their teams
attention.
are gonna be primarily Hispanic or
It is 100%. Their team's 100% Spanish players.
Okay.
Yeah.
On the first year, at least.
Well, no, that's why they bought it. It's a whole Spanish like organization that bought the
Mm.
Florida team, and it's all all the players are all
Yeah.
Hispanic or Mexican. I don't
I
know.
wonder
exactly.
how much they bought it for.
Yeah, I don't, because it's like, I'm sure that there's still like previous owners when people get
Mhm.
bought out and rebranded. Like there's still probably previous owners that are still there, but like
Yeah.
they're buying like the rights to that spot. Like I don't even know. I'm sure it might be in some article somewhere. I don't really know. But I'm excited for this new COD season. November 10th is when it comes out, so don't call me that day. I'll be locked up in a crib.
Locked up. Oh my god.
Oh
November
my
10th.
I'm about to be streaming, so I'll be ready for the stream takeover.
Crazy.
But
Stream takeover going crazy.
It's possible.
what else going on? We just got back from Milwaukee.
Milwaukee.
Oh yeah.
I got tapped in with one of their plug
That's
pages out
smooth.
there. Not while I was there, but one of their Milwaukee plug pages where they just post like viral shit in Milwaukee or whatever. I just seen them post some shit, and it was like something about like what rapper in Milwaukee, blah blah blah, and I commented. I was like, we trying to tap in with Milwaukee. I just put that in the comments, and then he like messaged us and was like, oh, where y'all from, blah blah. So my Milwaukee content, when it comes out, we're gonna do like collabs on their Instagram page, and that will probably help us a lot. They have like 14K on the gram as well,
Dope.
Super
So-
dope. Super dope.
so that should be pretty cool. But Milwaukee was kind of cool.
Yeah, Milwaukee was cool.
It gave me Minnesota vibes for sure.
Yeah,
was
definitely.
fucking
You could
with it.
tell it was neighbors.
Milwaukee.
You could tell we were like
Yeah.
right next door neighbors. for sure.
Milwaukee.
Mm-hmm.
From what I
you
seen though,
definitely
it
could.
was beautiful though. Like I'd say
Yeah,
like
no.
everything I
liked
seen,
it.
like it was really cool. Like I don't even was that what lake? Was that like a lake that we were
Lake
next?
Michigan.
Was it Lake
Lake
Michigan that's next to the?
Michigan.
Mm-hmm.
That was pretty cool. The museum was cool.
Oh yeah, that museum was super dope.
Really dope.
What else? Did we even? I'm trying to think. We did we really? We didn't really drive through downtown like that, did we?
Just to get to the museum.
Yeah, we seen like part of
Really.
it.
Yeah.
Or no, we did see
That
like
was
the
like
skyline.
straight. Yeah,
though.
we went
did see the
straight
skyline when we
through
drove.
downtown
Yeah.
because it was like right on the coast of their downtown. So it's not like super big. That's why I compared it to like St. Paul because it's not
Mhm.
like super big, but it's like
Yeah.
nice. Like it's
But
Yeah.
it's
It's a
sturdy-
nice
Probably even
downtown,
smaller than
yeah.
St. Paul, but they
Mhm.
just got that big ass lake in the middle.
yeah, to
So
the
that's
left
probably-
of it.
yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
to the left
So
of
it
it.
probably would make it seem smaller, a lot smaller too.
Yeah,
and that
maybe.
vastness.
I mean, because
Or just
Chicago
is a
feels
lot
big
smaller.
even with the lake
With
next
it
to
in
it.
the, yeah,
but-
it does.
Because like when you see shit
Like,
like
they got that
Soldier
Magnificent
Field,
Mile or whatever it's called.
yeah.
Chicago, so it's just like that one long
Yeah.
street just feels like it's never ending. Is it called
Mm.
Magnificent Mile or like Michigan Mile or
Michigan
something like
Mile,
think it's- I
Miracle
think it's-
Mile, Magnificent Mile, one of them.
Something
think it's Michigan Mile.
Something
Miracle.
Mile,
Might
Green Mile.
Michigan Ave or some shit.
That shit-
But yeah, no, that shit is crazy.
but I fuck
Yeah,
with
I'd say
Milwaukee, though.
downtown,
fuck with it.
downtown Milwaukee's dope.
We got
though.
to tap
They
in
got
with
a
a
smooth
few
spot.
artists
with
out
it.
there.
for sure, for sure.
Yeah.
Some of the
People
one
was
of the
cool
run
for
along
sure.
forever dudes, right?
Yeah,
Only
tapped in with. I was hoping we could have met A.O. Lee. He seems to be like the coolest one on the internet, but he was out of town.
Yeah,
Would have been
That's
someone
dope.
cool to tap in
we
with.
should have just went to the trenches. We just met certified trapper.
Wow.
If he was out
Go
there,
to the trench.
He was just chilling in the
bro
trenches.
don't leave the house.
I learned DC the Don was from Milwaukee while I was out there too. I didn't even know that.
DC the Don.
He looked like a Milwaukee dude. Now that I've like seen a lot of
Definitely a
Milwaukee people and
Milwaukee.
like
Yeah, he
and
does look
stuff,
like a
he looked like he's
Milwaukeean.
from Milwaukee.
Yeah,
He looked like
a Milwaukee.
he don't. It's not that he looks like he. It's almost like people are trying from Milwaukee are looking like him. Like you know, like when you like the one person like pops from your city maybe. I've seen a lot of like DC the Don clones basically.
This too.
Yeah, and I get that. I do
Yeah.
get that.
I don't know if I
Like
seen
aesthetic
some
wise
DC
and
Don
like
clones in
hairstyle
there, but
and
It was
I don't know if I
specific,
see
I see what you're
specifically in
saying
like the
now.
dread style. I just seen a lot of niggas rocking a
Yeah.
similar kind of whoop. Yeah, honestly,
but it's like if
yeah.
you-
but nah,
if your
because
city has a
DC the
look-
Don now has like a LA grungy esque fake look.
There was some people that look like that though. I
Yeah.
did
No,
see a
definitely.
few
No, I did
people
see a
like
couple
rocking the
No,
wigs
I
with
did.
Like
the-
had the little dyed hair, you know, that shit going
Yeah.
on.
Yeah.
I seen
They
it.
probably listen
it
to
ain't
like
bad.
Suicide Boys though.
It might just be the. I mean, it might just be the swagger that just gets inspired there. Yeah,
Mhm.
niggas just beyond that.
True.
But yeah, I mean, if you have an artist that's like the most poppin' from your city and he dresses like a certain way,
Yeah,
like
you're
there's gonna
definitely
be
gonna
a
have
lot
to-
of
you're definitely gonna
artists
have
on the
to-
rise in your city that are gonna like dress that same way.
But
'cause
we
they're
don't got
probably
people
rapping about
dressing
similar
like
things. and
gravy.
people, because a lot of people don't know he's from here, which is
70s
crazy.
Yeah.
Nobody dressing
Well,
like
Gravy,
I would say people.
people do dress
people,
like
people
Gravy.
dress
It's just
like
not
old
rappers.
at his
Gravy.
concerts.
not
maybe.
I mean, the
rappers,
thing is,
though.
like, the
They're
thing
just
is, like,
not
them
rappers.
niggas dressed like how they dressed before they were like super up type shit.
Yeah.
Like when cause that's like, cause I mean, obviously, like the random people you see walking down the street aren't gonna be like up in a rapper advance
Well, he got,
to
like,
keep
some-
their appearance
Like some
looking fly.
khakis and some Air Forces with a little button up with some random shit on it.
Yeah, with a little scruff beard and little hair going.
I wish we
on,
had
some
like
shades.
I wish Minnesota had a dance like Milwaukee does.
We gotta start one.
But Milwaukee also has
Our shit gotta-
a beat style.
Singing it
So
is
you
yeah,
know,
they
like,
do
cold.
have a beat.
we don't
Yeah.
and like how Detroit has a beat style.
it's
We don't have a
cold.
style.
See, they got a
nigga, it's
sound.
cold. And they do have a sound,
They
but it's like
created a sound
but that
first.
sound is just so different though. Like
That's
It
the point.
claps. Every song sounds
Touch
the
your
same,
toes.
but it sounds
touch
different.
toes, little
I figured
feet,
out who
touch
was the
toes.
creator of the claps,
Yeah.
like who started and made it popular. His name was like something Lauren. The prop plug dude was like, have you know about this dude? Whatever. He's like the guy that like
The
started the
OG.
claps like in Milwaukee and got it popular. Blah blah.
Little claps.
So we just
That's
need
it.
like
Clap master.
Oh, we
need
need
a
somebody to
new-
come through with
yeah,
just the
producer
ultimate
to come
sauce.
through with a crazy sound.
That ultimate sauce. And just sauce it up. You know what I'm talking about?
Boy,
Sauce on the beat.
somebody just
Good morning, Dale.
beat him
Good morning, Dill.
and become them.
Yeah,
Morning,
Great
Dilsky.
Wavesters.
But I mean, the Milwaukee music that is popular is very memey.
Very
Like
much
it's
so.
like at least like the ones
It's
that
very
make it
TikTok-y.
are so far have been like rapping funnily.
Yeah.
Mhm.
It's like it's interesting because it's
Funny,
like
yeah.
in a way
Where
it's
is it?
like it's shining a spotlight on the city. So I feel like it still gives the opportunity for somebody to come in there that's
No,
like
definitely.
not doing that.
Definitely. A bunch of people were doing the on the radar shit out there too.
Yeah,
We
yeah,
walked-
yeah,
literally,
yeah,
literally
yeah,
2
yeah.
days before we were there, like the whole Run Along Forever crew all was taking pictures in the Milwaukee Bucks locker room with the on the radar sign behind them. So so the on the radar dude must travel from city to city.
That's crazy.
Yeah. I instantly DM'd them. I was like, come to Minneapolis. But they haven't got back to me.
He's
I wonder how much
They'll
he
come
taxed
when the
him for
time's
that.
right.
I
I
just
swear.
seen Lil
It'd be
Yachty
worth
just
it.
did some.
Whatever
For
he's
sure.
taxing, it's worth it. Because that's like
Shit like-
more popping than From the Block right now. Like that's
Yeah.
like up there.
because
I mean, if
Drake,
if that's your audience of people who are gonna listen to your music, I mean, that's just what you got to do. I ain't go cap, like, especially if you got some homies on the same type of frequency, you might as
But
well
it's just
throw
crazy
in
though
on some
because
shit.
also it's like obviously you gonna be on this major like rap blog, but people still obviously have to have some type of respect or your name has to
You have
have
to-
some type of like
yeah.
click to it because people
That
gonna
is
be like,
true,
who
that
the
is true.
Yeah, look
Who
some
the
type
fuck
of way.
is
You got to
bro?
either
Yeah.
be
That's true.
buzzing really hard in your
Yeah.
city or state
Yeah.
for the initial
Yeah.
like push.
Because the thing
Facts.
Or
is,
just
is
look a
the
certain
thing
way.
is
Yeah.
regardless, they're all a bunch of reels on his page.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So it's like some of them are gonna take off, some of them ain't.
Mhm,
Like, and that's
mhm.
the thing too. Is
You
it's
can
like,
tell there's a lot of people that I have no clue who it is, and they just like
Just
whatever.
did
It
it.
just go like you hear them rapping 2 seconds, and it's like this is bad. And they
Yeah.
just go move to the next one. But then
Yeah.
Lil Yachty's in your face. You're gonna sit there and watch the whole thing probably.
Oh yeah, oh yeah. The look thing is definitely an aspect.
No,
Yes.
looking the right way, or literally like the first whatever he uses for the IG reel, like those first 3 seconds,
Mhm.
it has to be like the most entertaining part of your on the radar session.
100%.
It can't be like the intro, like, yeah, no,
Yeah,
you're
nah,
gone.
nigga, yeah, cook.
I'm going to the next. I'm gone.
Oh, but I better start like mid verse, like I can't get a flap with that shit with a and then they run back like, oh yeah. And it's like, oh shit, this nigga finna go crazy. Oh shit.
The New York dudes on there too. I feel like the New York dudes always go viral.
I
The
hate
New York
them
niggas
niggas.
because
I know,
They
but
just
for
be
some reason, I
yelling.
think they might have been like
They be
one of the first
screaming,
ones to
"Energy,
take
nigga."
off on there or some shit. Because I know like that
Yeah, I
was,
think
and then
they- I
a
think
lot
they
of that
probably
like
were.
Jersey type shit
Yeah.
was too.
Mm-hmm.
Because I
Like
remember
that little
seeing a lot of
dance hall
those.
type music.
Yeah, I remember seeing a lot of those videos really early, but yeah, there's probably like a niche audience on there that you got to hit probably. But then
For
there's also
sure.
you could just find fans in general. I
Yeah.
feel like by
And
promoting
from
your
that
shit on there.
from the
Oh,
Definitely
block,
an East Coast fan base, I feel like, for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm.
the from the block thing, like NLU Skeet went on there and he got a lot of views.
Yeah,
on
see,
his.
that's
He
like a
did, yeah.
Midwest.
He's done two of them
That's
for
a
sure.
I
I
feel
feel
Midwest.
like that's
think.
Midwest or
Yeah.
down south.
Yeah, there's a lot of people. From
Both
that
of
side.
those do really successful on those.
Yeah,
I feel
yeah,
like.
because
Yeah.
Sleazy did
And
one.
drill,
He
just
did one.
drill rap is like
drill.
yeah.
Does well enough.
I feel like it
Yeah.
depends on the
No,
setting.
called From
It
the
depends on the
it
setting.
depends on the setting.
Yeah.
Because if you do drill, I'll be reading a lot of comments and they'll be like, "Oh, this shit just sound the same." So you really
Yeah.
gotta stand out with your shit too.
Yeah,
It can't
because
just
like
be
I
drill.
feel like a lot of
One
the
thing,
South
though-
ones too, they're in trap like
they be in
areas,
trap
areas.
in trap areas, or have bitches like Lil Tyler. He had girls twerking
Yeah.
outside,
Oh, me.
or like people be in parking lots and shit.
like an apartment parking lot or some
Yeah,
shit.
yeah, with like 40 hood
be in
Oh,
front of
no.
like a McDonald's with a burger hanging down.
Oh, Baconator. He need to do one at the Bacon and
Yeah,
Wendy's.
see, that one
shit
might
would
get
go
you a lot of
up.
reposts.
That
on
shit would
TikTok
go
or some
up
shit.
at least as far as
Wow.
people being like, what?
They'd be like,
Yeah.
oh,
I need
shit.
to get one of those tall ass mic stands that are able to drop the mic. Like
That's
what's like
that real camera
Just
equipment.
buy a 15-foot pole that just has some on the
Just
bottom.
make 'em
And
make
then
shit
just
swing.
attach it to one of these.
That's it. Just tape it on there.
because
then
those
just
mic
have the
stands be
wire.
so tall to be able to be that high out of the frame, dropping down.
No, for sure.
Because
Just have it
whenever we've
super
done them in
zoomed
here, I
it's
just
the
tied it
top
to
of
the
his
roof.
dome.
Like when we've done them in here, I've just tied it to the roof, like our like panels or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Making it efficient.
Oh,
yeah,
bro.
I was like, I don't even know how else I do it.
Yeah, they definitely got something crazy.
Real smooth efficiency.
Mm-hmm.
Do we hit the IG?
Yeah, we can do that. The videos of those like mic drop videos have changed or have gone everywhere. Like so many people do them now. Just kinda,
Mhm.
it's like
Yeah.
oversaturated, but they're still entertaining.
Yeah,
Mhm.
I feel like it definitely.
That's how every.
I've
new
never
form
really-
of
I never really
content
watched
gets.
full
exactly
ones.
every form of content
Mhm.
gets the same way. It's like they
100%.
kind of get
Like-
washed out.
Like
so you
even
kinda
when
have
it
to be
came
the-
to
ahead
like
of the wave.
the people reviewing shit. Now YouTube is full of people just watching other things reviewing.
Yeah,
Like,
Mhm.
I remember watching that shit in high
Yeah.
school. I'd be watching people
Yeah.
like PewDiePie, like just
Yeah.
review, like just watching like funny shit for like 20 minutes. Like,
yeah.
every day he would drop that shit, and it would get 10 million views or whatever it would get. Like
That's
Yeah,
when
that
you're
shit
really
used
at
to
the
be
height of
crazy.
your shit. You just rake
when
it
you're
in.
done with the game and you're done with the like
Literally.
actual content, you're done with the
Jeez.
vlogging.
Yeah,
you
that's
just sit in
like,
front
that's
of
gotta-
when you know
gotta
a
get to
person
the
gets
pinnacle
up.
first.
Yeah, that's when a content
True
creator gets
pinnacle.
to their pinnacle is when they're watching other content for
Yeah.
money.
for money, and
Like,
then
that's
you
what
never
there's
know.
some shit
Even
going
other
down with,
content
like,
creators might
SS
pay you to
Sniper.
watch
That's where
that shit.
Kaiden hit. Like right
Yeah.
now, he's getting into that.
You hear about this shit going on with SS Sniper Wolf?
No,
Mm.
Oh, she did some shit. She like super up for some.
she's like an OG streamer. She plays
Yeah.
video games and she would show her tits on the
I
cam.
just remember she
Yeah,
used to
loose
date
shit.
this fat dude.
Oh, crazy. Yeah.
Yeah,
But essentially,
being cheated on.
it got of course she seemed like an awful person, but essentially there's a dude who was calling her out for making lazy content, so she went to his house and doxed him, like physically went to his house and doxed him. So that comes to light, and then there's also the light of her showing her tits so to underage kids, so that they would show her so the kids would show her their asses
Whoa.
and like expose themselves to her. So there's all this like hard evidence of all this stuff, and essentially YouTube just gave her a short-term monetary suspension
Damn.
instead of actually instead of actually like getting her off that by any means.
I feel like she's always like in some drama every other year or something.
That's kind of crazy, you know.
Yeah.
I've never
I-
once
I-
watched
I
one of
seen
her
Why
that
would
videos.
the
she
other
want
day.
to
I-
leave little kids behind? Stuff
She
so
owns some
loose.
PewDiePie.
I don't know.
What? What?
There
I mean, not
Yeah.
PewDiePie.
MP,
EDP?
EDP,
Owns some
EDP,
EDP.
yeah.
Fuck, I forgot what the
That
other
dude got
nigga's
caught up
name
like
was.
8 times, bro. Like,
I
like
feel like
on
the-
camera, like 8 times, bro. I don't know how. The thing is, I don't understand. The
Sicko.
thing is, the legal system don't treat that shit serious enough. When shit like that can go on over and over.
I mean,
and
I'm
over
guessing
and get
he
those
has like an
views.
offender thing out, so wherever he moves to or lives to, everyone has to know where he's at and shit like that.
Yeah.
So, like, I bet you he has something on his name. Whatever he did, I mean, apart from because he didn't actually physically do anything. What they caught him with.
Yeah, it's hella
I-
attempts.
Yeah, it's like
that they got
it's like attempt to meet up or whatever. They
Yeah.
can't
Yeah.
necessarily lock them up forever for that. Sadly,
Yeah,
but
yeah,
like,
it's just
he
the
was
crazy
pretty
thing.
loose.
Yeah.
Cause it's like,
He was
cause
loose.
it's
I
like,
remember his
man,
shit was
it's
funny.
just
because there's
crazy.
more than once too that they
Yeah,
caught
it was
him.
multiple
so
times,
it's like,
and that's the
Yeah,
shit. And
that's
the
the
thing is,
crazy
with
part.
somebody
Who
like
was
that,
off.
the thing is with somebody like that, if you've caught them doing it multiple
Usually
times,
lost
you
it.
know that they were probably doing it multiple times prior, and
yeah, I
probably
mean,
successfully. So
that's
it's
when you
just like-
gotta hope that our law enforcement can do a better job at fucking actually watching these people. But
doing
Mhm.
some restricting his access,
Or
something,
the-
god
or that
damn,
nigga's just extremely unlucky and it's just,
or he just be getting exposed.
just get cooked every single time he
Just-
tries.
Hopefully, I hope that's the case. I hope he just
That'd
gets.
be
I hope he's the
fucked up.
unluckiest man in the world, and he tried it for the first time and got exposed the first time.
Yeah. But yeah, no, that shit is dead.
Unfortunate,
We
Shun.
can see what we've been posting.
What's that
Mr.
shirtless
Bearded
nigga? What is
Man.
he doing? What
Look
the
at
fuck
double
is this nigga?
bearded man.
Someone drew you, nigga?
Yeah, click on it.
What?
You told me somebody drew
He
you.
said
No.
somebody drew you. I
Somebody
seen
found
this
me last
guy's
time.
thing going around. I was like, wow, he really trying to steal Rick Sauce.
What the fuck? Richard, that's
Nicolette
literally
Law.
you. How does it feel to be on a towel, nigga?
No comment.
Wow.
My lawyers will be
Oh.
speaking to them soon.
Wow.
Wow, so we take
So
it
he
as a
got-
negative one.
He represents
Only thing he
Nicolette
don't
Law.
got is the little
Damn.
goatee.
Wow.
A goatee? What you mean?
Oh,
Oh,
little
yeah,
goatee,
little tiny,
little
right.
fully bearded man. My
That's
nigga
crazy.
got a
cut.
full mutton chop.
Oh, man.
Missing the
Yeah.
mutton chop in
on
the
shit.
photo though.
He
That's
said it was
crazy.
you. Hey! That man said, hey, it's you.
The prophecy is fulfilled. Hey, the
That
prophecy
nigga
of the
just see
towel slab.
Jesus. He said, oh.
But it's a Nicolette Law. They sponsor the
Towel
Vikings. Their
slab.
billboards be everywhere too.
Oh no, that's you.
Been seeing that nigga around.
It is
That shit
me.
is crazy.
It's crazy. I clicked on their page and then
They
the
just
first thing I
paid
seen
for
was a bald
Eric's
dude
face.
that looked just like that.
Crazy.
That's probably the owner of the law firm.
Yeah.
The top lawyer.
It's funny.
Yeah, then the
He's
little-
probably
that
rich
was,
as fuck.
probably he looked like an up ass
Probably
lawyer.
rich
at
as
that same
Beard,
Vikings game,
sunglasses
they
for promo, nigga.
they
what?
played
I swear.
Trayson and Madison song for
I
the
mean,
first
this
time
shit
at
is
the game. and shit.
crazy.
Oh, that shit
man.
is super juice.
Yeah.
That nigga's going crazy.
Yeah. When it happened, Trayson got like 10 Snapchats from people in the game.
That's crazy. That shit is so crazy, bro.
That's
What?
like the top. That's the top.
That might as well be the Super Bowl right there.
That's Super Bowl right there, nigga.
I would have ran out of the field like this. My shit.
That's the top right
You can
there. Tracy doing
you
that
can
shit.
type.
Man, that shit was too bad.
He
That
also
shit was too
rocked
tough.
Shout
the
out to
shirt he
DJ
got
Ski.
from here.
Yeah,
to
that
the
same.
game.
Yeah, I want to make a post about that today. He wore the shirt he bought from our Alex Madison wore the shirt he bought from our store to the game
Oh, really,
on Monday. That's
Yes,
a set.
sir.
He's worn both of them. The other one I think he wore to like a preseason game, but yeah, that one he wore to the game last night and it worked.
You feel me? How about it in the
You
work?
feel
We had the Lil Wayne
What
wax
worked?
figure. I think
That's Lil Wayne.
it looks really bad in this
Oh.
picture, but the video
In
looks
that
a little
picture,
bit
it looks
better.
bad. But
The
yeah,
video looks a little
the
bit
video
better.
looks more realistic, I guess. Like, cause the
Oh.
angles,
But the
like when you
face-
get close, like
yeah.
that, kind of look like him.
Yeah,
It's a little tough
yeah.
to figure out. his face.
He said, "Let's touch it, baby."
Yeah,
It's a lot of tattoos.
Hella tattoos.
Okay, but yeah, you know what I'm saying? I'm
Okay.
talking about
Lil
Dusty
Weezy.
ass pants.
Weezy, baby.
My
Yeah.
nigga got them
Yeah.
them Y2K joints on.
My boy
Yeah,
got the
that shit
sunglasses
crazy.
above the eyes.
Yeah,
That's
sunglasses
crazy.
tattooed on the forehead was crazy.
Nigga, my nigga, what? He said, I need something on my forehead to represent something that would go on my forehead. Nigga
Hold
said,
it down.
he said, I love these.
And the next one too. I want to
Yes.
see your guys'
Baby
reaction to this. I seen this all over Twitter, but there's a list of 30 places that girls refuse. Like someone posted that girls should never go to for a first date.
Mm-hmm.
And I feel like some of them are valid for sure.
So, did
Cheesecake
Carson Blue
Factory?
force post the first one?
No, it's gotta just be for the
everyone's
clout,
just
yeah.
posting girls next to it.
Yeah, because no,
Okay.
I seen this was posted like
I seen like
3
Ruby
days
Rose
before
next
this
to
was
it.
posted,
I've
yeah.
seen like
No, yeah, they
so
just
many
trying to
no,
people-
get
this is
some
definitely for
juice
the
on the
clout.
post.
Oh.
Yeah.
but which is smart, but But
Oh,
yeah,
yeah,
I feel like
family
some of these are
functions is crazy,
valid,
for
but
sure.
some of them I'm like, this not bad. Like, okay, like the Cheesecake Factory one is like relevant because that one girl went
Because
viral
that one girl
for
went viral. I just
for
seen that.
complaining about going to Cheesecake Factory on her first date with a guy, and I'm like,
And-
Cheesecake
and
Factory should
she
not
wouldn't
be
get out
that
the
bad.
car.
Are you
Like
serious?
she was like on a date with like
Yeah.
this Indian
Like-
dude, and it was a black shorty, and she wouldn't get out the car because he pulled up Cheesecake Factory.
Like, I feel like that's
Why?
not
And he
off
was-
because it's a
and then they-
franchise.
Yeah, and
What's
then they
wrong
went to
with
like
Cheesecake
couples
for-
therapy
for-
or something.
what's wrong
Because she
with
said I
that?
have to protect my
She said it was a
image to
franchise.
protect.
Yeah.
That's what she said.
Yeah.
And
I
it
can't be
image-
eating at no franchise.
Like, I could see like.
Wow.
It depends.
alright.
If you're dating a man that's like a millionaire and he does that, then I could see maybe it's like a
take
shot.
her to the damn.
I ain't gonna
But,
cap.
like-
take her to the damn art
I am-
museum. Take her to the damn carnival, nigga. All them
Yeah.
bitches is free.
But
So
if it's just
it
like-
ain't on the list, shit.
Nigga,
you better
yeah.
not complain about none of that shit.
I
'Cause
ain't gonna
that's
cap.
crazy. Y'all can
I
eat
ain't
at the
gonna cap.
cafe.
'Cause I thought Cheesecake Factory would be a nice first
This
date.
shit,
all of
this
these
shit right here
kinda
a
make
test.
sense
This
to a
shit
degree.
a test right here, bro. I ain't gonna lie. If a shorty really behind, honestly, besides like family functions, there's a few on there that are crazy.
Okay, like Applebee's, Chili's,
But I ain't
Chipotle, I
gonna
could
cap.
see. No, that's
but
that's
there's
kind of
cer-
weird.
I won't lie. There's probably like 10 on there
Fast
that are
food.
pretty
Applebee's,
crazy.
Chili's.
Like
Olive
nightclub,
Garden.
nah. You know what I'm
Olive
saying?
Garden is fair.
Olive Garden, fire. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? That's
Anywhere
crazy.
where you can
The
sit
movies
down.
is
and
fair.
eat is
No
fair.
Except for
sporting
first date,
event?
probably
No,
not.
no,
First
not
date,
even
no.
first date.
Movies not for first date because you can't talk.
Because
or
you
nothing.
can't talk.
Yeah.
I mean,
Um,
but I'm
It's the
I'm
easy
gonna
way
be.
out.
Fast food chain, fair. Buffalo
But
Wild
any
Wings,
place
no.
on
Wingstop,
here that
no.
you
Red
can
Lobster,
sit down and get
probably
a
not.
date
Dude
Depending on
said
what city you're in.
Applebee's and Chili's is crazy, but fast food chain is fair.
No, I feel like fair to
don't-
not.
Oh,
to
not
think
be-
that way.
Oh yeah, for sure.
I
yeah,
don't,
for
bro.
sure.
I'm gonna be real with you, bro. I mean, maybe I guess maybe first.
If I'm taking a
dates,
girl
people
on a
think
first, like a
differently.
real deal first date, like granted,
But I ain't
first time
gonna
me and
lie.
Michelle hung out was at my house, so I'm on
Yeah.
this list of things that
Yeah.
you shouldn't do.
No, same.
But I wouldn't consider
same,
that like a
for
first
sure.
date. It was just like,
wasn't a
hey, like
first
you're
date.
you're down the block, like come hang out, like
Oh,
let's
bro.
chop it up or like
Said
meet each
link.
other.
Yeah.
But,
Yeah,
like,
that's what I'm
I
saying.
guess
It's a
that's-
test. That's what I'm
if
saying.
it's
It's a test
real.
because a real
you
one
real.
ain't gonna trip. A
Yeah,
real
exactly.
one go
Yeah. If you
value
gon'
the
real, you
time
gon'
that you
slide
spend
wherever
together.
I say you gon'
That's
slide.
why you're together.
That's facts.
Fuck the bullshit. I don't care if we go to IHOP, Denny's, Perkins, nigga, Buffalo
go at any
Wild
of
Wings.
them.
Yeah.
You go if you fuck with me, you go fuck with me. I don't care if you
sure.
fuck with me because I'm taking you to Roof Chris or if I'm taking you to McDonald's, bitch. I'm feeding you. I ain't go cap. A lot of niggas ain't out here can't or won't feed you. So fuck the bullshit.
For
If I'm
sure.
taking care of your needs, fuck all the cap shit. We going where we going. That's how I feel. Like what? That shit is crazy.
Nah, I
If
get
you
it.
don't
It's
want
a
to go,
test.
if
No,
you
that's
don't want to go to a
100%.
restaurant, fuck it. We ain't gotta go to a restaurant.
Like-
We can go on a walk in the damn park.
Look.
We can
On
go on
me,
a walk on the
shit.
beach.
We can go make some fucking
We can
sandwiches
walk
and go to
around
the
Lake
park.
Calhoun.
Tom Crazy.
Anywhere,
Like
I'll do that. I'll do that.
Because
as
what
a
this is
first date. I
inferring
don't care.
is what it's inferring is that
If
you
all
gotta
this shit
go
don't work,
for
fuck
one
it.
extremely above and beyond. Which I mean, in a way, you want to go above and beyond mentally. I mean, you want to communicate in a way that's like you know, first date. But I ain't go cap. I don't think there's ever a situation where a financial obligation of spending a lot of money should ever go into a first
Yeah,
date or a
not a-
date.
Well,
Period.
see, that's the thing.
Period.
That's why
That's
I've been
basically
naming
what
off
the list is
things.
saying.
And that's what
But
they're
that's
saying.
what I've also been naming off things
Yeah, that
ain't
don't
costing
require it
money
at all.
because the thing is they're not listing that, and I think that
Yeah.
that's also a key thing that you have to understand about a lot of the women that are reposting this is they aren't just talking about expensive dates. They are also talking about things that are more thoughtful,
And that's
less
real. Yeah.
spending,
But then,
whatever.
But then they
That's
put
real.
Just
coffee
because-
dates on there. Like I
But
thought that was thoughtful.
the thing is coffee
sit
is
down
just
having
it's
a
just
little
we're
drink
in a
and a breakfast in
building.
the
You're
morning.
in a like I can see the excuse still
No,
though.
for sure.
It's just like we're in a building drinking coffee and we're just around a lot of other people.
Yeah.
I can't really get to know you much
Yeah.
because how long are we gonna really sit at a fucking coffee whoop? You
For
know what
sure.
I'm saying?
I mean,
But
not
it's
long,
like-
but I've after that I obviously went like on a walk to the
Right,
park or
right,
some shit.
Yeah.
right.
So-
But see, I think they mean the first initial whatever. So it's like I think there's a lot of work around it, and like obviously there's a lot of other places people would add on to the list or
Yeah.
whatever. So it's like it's more
feel
of like
people
a
just
up
wanna
in
be
the air
picky.
and
Yeah,
be
they just
and
wanna
just be
picky
like
about some dumb
these
shit.
are just the list of the places not to do, and then it's like all right after that okay I feel like they maybe
And these
don't
are
care.
all of the
It's like-
women who are gonna be single for the
mean,
rest of their lives.
I swear, out here
That's
real
the real list.
extra picky, bro. Because I
That's
mean,
the
I ain't
real
gonna
list.
cap. Like, bro, there's I ain't go. I mean, just because a man go do, I don't know. I feel
I
like
think
the place
but
you
I
go.
think
this
there's
is-
also a list of places you wouldn't go on a first date.
Oh yeah, and I will say there's definitely things on there I wouldn't
And
go.
none of
to.
these are probably on there. I'll probably even
I
slide
mean,
to link with a
shit,
shorty
I ain't
family
gonna cap.
function first on the
I
first date.
can't. I cannot.
Honestly,
I
probably
cannot
better
cap
off.
to you. A fast
Better
food
than-
chain
better-
is not on my list. It's going to. I mean, it's going to be on my list. I will say that.
Not going to.
I
If
would
she
say we're
said-
not going to Wingstop. We're not going to fucking Red
out of
Lobster.
this
we're
list,
not going
what-
to Denny's. We're not
Yeah.
going to IHOP. We're probably not going to go to the fucking gym either. I would tell
Wait,
you
there's
that
a
I'm
gym?
probably not going to go to a coffee
know,
shop.
yeah, I mean, there's
Definitely
certain-
not going to church with you for the first date
I
ever.
would
Like
go to any.
Yeah,
I
even-
would be
honest.
on
Yeah,
some
I ain't
nut
gonna
ass
lie.
shit
But
to
the
go
thing
to
is,
church.
Yeah,
I would
there's
have
definitely
to
ones
know,
that you don't.
like-
There's definitely
like
some
Ouija
crazy
said,
ones
though.
out
That's
there.
what I'm
Like Ouija
saying.
said, I would have to know and rock with the shorty first, though.
Right.
Important.
But
Like I would have
see-
had to already
see
had
that-
good
yeah,
conversations
yeah.
on like if I rock with her mentally and
Right,
emotionally before
right.
that point.
And,
But
and
even
it's
then,
like
though,
it's
but,
like,
like-
what if she's just like she's so bad, 10 out of 10, just on the fucking
See, it
highest
can't even be
scale.
about badness.
And
That's
then-
what I'm saying.
No,
We gotta talk it out.
but I'm just saying is
Yeah.
it's like you talked it out. She seems smooth, but she's
Yeah.
like the only way I'm gonna fucking have to go on this first date with you
Yeah.
is if you come to church with me. And you show
And we
me
going to
that
church.
you're
You
a
see,
see,
you see, I'm the type of nigga. Like,
To me,
and
it's
don't get
like,
me wrong.
whoa,
And don't get me
churches is
wrong.
crazy.
Certain stuff like
If I expect her to go
certain stuff
somewhere
like that,
where-
I
where
understand.
she don't
you
want to
know?
go when it's my time,
right.
why would I not do the same?
But see, it's
That's
also
fair,
your
that's
first date. Like to me, it's like how much can we talk at church?
In
like
my mind,
I don't
the
know
first
if it's
date was when I decided
when you were talking to
chop
her,
you
when
up.
you were chopping it.
Yeah.
Okay,
Mama.
so yeah,
As a
I
male.
guess.
No, this
Yeah,
is probably
no,
like
I
someone
guess
that you
that's-
met on the
My
internet
first
and you're
date was
linking
when I
up for the
chose
first
you.
time.
Like you're
Yeah.
linking for
or
the first
or
time.
bumped into them at the bar and it's like we should hang out sometime.
Yeah.
Boom, and now you're linking up. Like this
Yeah.
is like a first date, not like oh we've like hung out and met each other a bunch of times.
Yeah, that's what
But
I'm saying.
all right, out of this whole list, which one would you do for a first date?
Olive Garden, easy. I
For
would take.
sure,
I would.
for
I would
sure.
take a girl to Olive Garden and then to a movie. We can talk for 2 hours at dinner, and then I can take you to somewhere you want to
Yeah.
go to.
Dinner and a movie. See, a lot
Like-
of these things pair up. That's for sure. Like dinner and a movie, like coffee
what I'm
and
saying?
the park.
Like, if she
Or
likes
or
if
shit,
she
maybe
likes
if
getting
she
lit, we can go to
crazy,
the
she
we can
might-
get dinner, then
yeah.
hit the hookah bar
When
after.
See,
that-
the thing is,
Hookah-
I'm not.
or,
I'm
or
not.
just a hookah bar.
It's the vibe.
I'm
You're
not
on a
see,
shorty.
I'm
Yeah,
not
yeah.
against a sport event. I can
That one's
see
the same.
why
Like, that could
maybe
be
a
sports
girl
event.
wouldn't want to be at a sport event.
I brought
I
somebody on a
could-
sports event for a first
Yeah,
date to
like,
a freaking WoW game.
See,
Yeah.
I wouldn't see why that's necessarily such a bad thing, but
Really?
I could. I mean, I don't know, but I would go. I'd have that on my list. I wouldn't see Cheesecake Factory or like you said, Olive Garden isn't a bad place.
Those don't sound
To
like
me,
not a
maybe.
bad
Shorty
But
place
I
at
get it
all.
because
Yeah.
it's a chain. I hear that. I hear that,
Oh,
but it's like,
damn.
damn, all right, free
Can't get out
breadsticks.
Like
yeah.
free food. We're talking a place where they come and serve you. Like, that's not
Unlimited
that
shrimp,
bad.
free breadsticks. What's going on? But
Literally,
I don't know.
especially if there's not a guarantee
Red
that you don't
Lobster,
get a call
free
back.
biscuits,
Like, what?
like shit. Even if it ain't a
don't
great day,
trash
at least
with
we
the
could go
bowling.
both go home with some biscuits.
I
I'm
be
like,
going
shit.
home
I
full
feel like
with some
bowling
biscuits.
can really
Straight
be
up.
a good icebreaker. I feel like that's a perfect.
As long
date.
as she
'Cause
don't
you can
got
get
nails, though.
food,
As
and
long as she
yeah,
don't
as
got
long as she don't
nails.
got nails. But you can also see like how serious of a character she is, like emotionally wise. Like, can she have fun if she taking an L, or is she cold even
Yeah.
at bowling?
That
Yeah,
reminds me-
no,
know,
facts,
like,
That
facts.
reminds
pulls a
me
lot
a
of character
lot
out of
of
them.
this
Yeah, no
interview
facts.
which had Ocho Cinco when he was on Shannon Sharp's show, and he said he always take his first dates on something athletic, like the carnival. You seen that? The carnival, or like he take her to like just like anywhere that like Dave and Buster's or some shit where there's like
Something
sport shit
competitive.
involved,
Yeah.
competitive involved. Because he said, in order to be my wife and to have my kids, you have to be able to move. Like he was like,
Yeah,
he was like,
no,
some
bro,
of these
he was
girls
out there.
don't got hand-eye coordination. They don't know how to move right.
That's fair.
He said, I got to make sure she know how to shoot. She know how to
That's fair.
do her
Genetics
look.
matter. What the
Hey,
fuck?
straight
I
up.
was
He ain't
like,
here to
bro,
create
this man
seeds
is
that ain't
genetically
better than the
breeding.
next one.
Hey, this nigga know what he want. This nigga
Are we
know what he
not
want.
here to make seeds that's better than
No,
us?
it's just funny. It's just funny because bro, like, really try to create an NFL
Hey, so he
player,
really
like
is,
a
though. That shit
WNBA
is-
player or some
For
shit.
sure,
But
for sure.
yeah, no, that's funny because I mean, maybe he wouldn't be on a lot of people's list because of that. I don't know.
Something that
Yeah.
it says somewhere that requires a long drive. It's just crazy.
Where?
I,
Where's-
Yeah,
Number
bro.
Oh,
22. It's like, what if you were
Only
driving
reason-
a long drive to like?
only reason
your-
I thought
your-
about
the
that is
best
because
restaurant in the
girls
world?
feel like it's weird. Like,
Safety.
yeah, it gets awkward.
Yeah,
at that
I
point.
could see
if they
that.
don't know you, I guess
But then that just
technically, if they're
eliminates
thinking
wherever you're
legit
going.
first
And see,
date.
see. I don't understand about ice cream dates either. It's
Yeah,
like, what if
that's-
it's a really high end ice cream spot?
You
that-
know?
I mean, I guess
Like-
if it's a summer day,
like, it's
then
probably
ice cream
like a-
day wouldn't be bad.
Like there's probably like
Right.
10 things on
and
there
that's
that
when
are
you
pretty
could
valid.
add with
you know?
something else too, just like the
It's
coffee.
crazy though. A lot
But-
of these things I've had first dates. So I don't even care what they talk about.
Yeah,
Uh,
and I'm gonna be real. And as far as my personal standings,
In
besides
its
besides
personal
probably
standpoint,
like
they worked.
nightclubs,
They worked.
Besides like things like nightclubs and weird things like that, like the gym. I mean, I probably wouldn't go to the gym.
Yeah, I
or,
haven't gone
like
to
I
the
probably wouldn't
gym
go.
on a first
I
date,
won't go to
think.
church, so I won't go to church.
Yeah,
or like
or church.
things like that, I wouldn't do. But like as far as like food places and stuff like
Any of
that,
these
I'm a
food
very
places will
casual
probably rock.
person.
Yeah.
You know, so it's like I won't lie. If a shorty want to get down with me, or she sees something in me, she gotta get down with it all the way. Sometimes
also
we,
it depends
we might
on
do some
age,
busting.
too.
Sometimes
So then that's
we might
the
be
thing.
doing IHOP.
That's
But
the
these
thing.
things
You
depend
might
on
have to do
age
church,
too, because
too.
obviously
Yeah,
these
she with
places,
church, I
these
guess.
things-
Like, if I choose her, then
niggas
that's what
only
it
like
is.
Oh, me,
25
that's
right
what I'm
now. So
saying.
all of
Yeah.
these places are like for 25 and under places too. I feel like as far as dating range, because obviously as you get up there, you're not gonna want to be in these certain places at your adult age anyway. Because
Yeah,
you done
that's
had
true.
enough of these places.
That's true.
So 25 and under, all of this shit could probably rock.
Honestly, yeah. Especially when you're younger, a lot of this stuff could rock. I could see
I
from
mean,
like
I
the
could see in
25
high
to
school
35 ranges.
you
would be a
going to
little bit-
B
That's what I'm
dubs
saying.
and
That's why I
shit like
said. That's why I
could
said I've done a
see
lot of
that.
this stuff. Because
Yeah.
like
show, like high school.
at
for
our
sure,
young
for sure.
dating age, we didn't went to
For
hella
sure, this
places,
is
you know?
definitely
Yeah.
this is definitely for a certain age
Yeah,
range.
this is
for
age
sure.
Definitely.
range.
This is
So
more
you
like an
can't cop on
established
here
adult
35
thing.
like, oh, I'm not going to McDonald's on my first date. Well, you fucking shouldn't. You're 35. You should be fucking married. So.
Oh me,
I
It's
swear.
crazy.
I hit 35.
What else
talking
is there
about
to
the
talk
gym.
about? Yeah, sports events
Like,
is kind of
damn.
crazy. Taking you to a
Where's the
sports
buffet?
that sports event being on that list is kind of crazy.
But there's a lot of
It's
them that are. There's a
expensive.
few on there that are
Super
pretty crazy.
expensive,
There are a
but
few on
shorty-
there that are pretty crazy.
There's like a
Depends.
lot
What
of
else do we
shorty
got? We've been
guys.
talking about
Really
this for
don't
too
fuck
long.
And like
Hey,
you
this is a
get
good
food
topic.
too, like food, drinks,
Get food,
and
drinks.
and
Might
entertainment.
be about that time.
entertainment.
What time is it? Oh, it's about that time.
I guess I don't know.
You know, I mean, I get it. I mean, there's
Oh,
definitely a
this-
Oh, the
standpoint for
little
sure,
the,
on both sides.
the raid man knife stabber.
Knife stabber driver,
Oh me.
bro. Why did that nigga
Why
look
he
like
come out with the knife?
he used to watch Chuck Norris? That nigga crazy.
He thought he was
Yeah,
a
there
night
was-
rider.
Yeah, this.
What?
These-
They just gave up the protest. They was just chasing, bro.
yeah,
down.
they
wasn't
yeah they
even-
said forget the protest. He is the one.
I was a
I
little
feel like
confused
that was like the
about.
point. That was like kind of random why they stopped.
I don't know everyone's flag, but isn't I feel like there was like a Hamas flag out there,
Oh, God.
right?
Oh, he's
Wasn't
really-
there?
Oh,
I know.
Someone commented that like what flag is that?
That green one.
Yeah, the green, black,
there,
red.
green, white, and black. I don't think that's
Someone
Hamas,
commented and
though.
said like there's a Hamas like
I
there
think
was
it's
a
just
Hamas
like
flag.
green. I'm pretty sure it's either just green with like Arabic on it, or it's black with Arabic on it.
Yeah, like
I don't think it's.
I
those
don't
ones,
a
though.
lot of flags look alike. So
For sure.
I'd be getting them mixed up, but
For sure.
I was like I didn't know it. I knew it was like a pro-Palestine protest off of like a lot of what people were reporting on and whatnot, but then I seen like someone comment like why is there like people holding Hamas flags or something? And I
What is
was-
that? What's a Hamas?
Hamas is the ones that sent the original
Islamic
bombing.
resistance.
Like
Oh,
they
wow.
were like the original
But nah,
aggressors
I
of
did
the
not see this flag out there.
of the whoop. But I don't know.
Oh wait. Okay.
Let's say it's this green one. I'm pretty sure because that's a Palestinian one.
Yeah, it's a Palestinian
Let me see.
flag.
Yeah, maybe the person didn't know what they was talking about.
That's a Palestinian
maybe.
flag.
Or
yeah,
they're
there was
just overly
yeah, no,
passionate
this
about
was
what's
this
going
was
on.
definitely like
There's a
a
lot of people overly passionate about what's going on. I was really scared to see like what our first post about this kind of stuff was, but at least it was from Minnesota because like it's just been I feel like taking over social media really messed up. But at the same time, I guess the United States is involved, so it's like it makes sense. But damn, it's fucked up. It's just fucked up when people kill people
For sure.
and
Man,
when shit got to
Genocides.
get to shit like this too, like to where people are driving through crowds and shit and doing all that. Like it's just not even
Over land and religion is crazy.
Yeah,
literally, life is so beautiful, man.
Someone
Shit like
commented
this just
really
leaves a
not
scar
that
on
bad.
that
it.
It's
these
really
people that
such a
were
scar
running
on
after
it.
this car, like look how fast these people are running,
Sad.
keeping up with that like biker. They were like,
Yeah.
these people need to be in
where did
track.
the car
Like, look
go?
how fast this
did the
just
car
drove
get
down
stopped? Oh,
all the way down to that next
well,
line.
what are
of,
those police right there?
I think it was just
Is that a
them
blockade?
blocking it off, like people like protesters
What,
blocking
did
it
he
off.
drive through the cars? That's what I
Probably
was
got
confused.
stopped there
of.
again, and then they had. to
And
move
then
the
I'm
car, I don't
confused if
know.
he hit anybody though.
There
Yeah,
wasn't
he was
any
definitely-
injuries
it looked like he
reported.
was
Because
bumping a
it
couple
looked like
motherfuckers.
he just kind of was like, I don't see the part where he gets out the car in this video,
Yeah, it's not
but-
in this one.
but it's weird that he did get out at some point.
Yeah, I don't know. I wasn't there, but apparently no one got injured, which is good.
Yeah, thank God.
And then just right here, he probably scraped up the cars a little bit, maybe.
So, did they even arrest him or anybody get a backstory on this?
So there, I mean, people got his like identification and shit. He's from Hudson.
Like, I
The,
feel
the
like,
guy, that white dude, old man that stepped out with the knife, was from Hudson.
like, didn't that happen last time on like George Floyd? Like, where somebody from like Wisconsin or something came over and did some of that shit.
When that semi truck driver
Mm-hmm.
almost drove through. I don't know where he was from, but that was a really crazy story too.
Yeah, I feel like we never get backstories on these people. They just be like little ploys.
Yeah, that guy was apparently
he
like
just wanted-
delivering something.
Sure.
They just be
Yeah.
popping in, and and then we just hear about it, and then it just disappears into
Yeah.
the news feed.
It's like, get these niggas.
Yeah,
Like, what the fuck?
what even
I
is
think
that?
What is like? What?
So
I think
follow
that
ups, no
driver did
follow
get
through.
arrested
I
for the
swear,
truck
they
one,
could just
we
get
right?
need a
drive
news
through.
update.
He did,
I
but
swear,
then
dude, you
his
could drive
like
through a
he
crowd,
had like a
let's go.
reason
Like,
for
what?
what he was doing, and it
Yeah.
wasn't like they looked through his phone records and like a bunch of shit, and it was like basically
Yeah.
determined that he had no like ill intent or something.
Yeah.
Is what they like. I don't think he got charged with anything. The guy that like drove into the crowd
mean, I
with the
doubt
semi.
it. Oh, I thought you were talking about
No,
this dude.
this one I don't think he's
No,
gonna
yeah,
get charged with
But
anything
that's
either.
my thing. Like, why we always
If he
get
would have actually came out and stabbed
we
somebody, he
always
would've.
get the massive
He'd probably be
highlights
dead,
of
honestly.
what happened,
Yeah.
and we never get the follow through of who,
You
what,
just gotta
when,
look
and
for
why.
it. You just gotta dig
Yeah,
it.
you really do have to dig your own, but it's like, why y'all throw this in
Why
our
not?
face to
Yeah.
not do the follow up?
Just to
That's
not
part of
tell
your
us.
job.
Like, I'm trying to know what the fuck's going on.
You ain't give us the full story, nigga.
Yeah, charges dropped.
Jeez.
See why we gotta Google that shit. But no, yeah,
It's the only way you find anything.
The news.
Yeah,
This-
it's
this
probably
was
on
the
the
news.
news. Well, it was Unicorn Riot. Not
He
really the
said
news.
unicorn.
All he
right?
has to do is complete a restorative justice program and pay any restitution and remains law abiding. Charge will be dropped within a year.
Damn. So now we know. There y'all go. News update completed.
News completed.
Oh me. But no, that shit fire though. At least he got some form of punishment, I guess.
Mhm.
Wow.
Yeah.
And he also he told investigators he was in a hurry, hoped the crowd would let him pass, and admitted he could have stopped the truck sooner. According to the charges.
nigga.
Yeah, so
Oh.
he must have just went up
I
there.
thought you was talking about bro
just-
right here.
Yeah, that was
But no,
the
yeah,
truck, dude.
dude. No,
So
yeah,
he just
he's-
admitted that he could have stopped it, but he didn't have no intent to kill nobody or hurt anybody, and he was just trying to get to his destination because he was probably running late, and that was enough for the judge to let him go.
I mean, yeah. What
Ain't
more else
that
can you say
If
besides
he would
the
have hit
truth, I
somebody
guess?
actually or killed somebody,
Yeah,
he
well,
would
that
be
would have
locked.
been a whole nother. Yeah, that would have been a whole nother
fiasco.
thing.
Like
Def-
that
But it's
bit-
crazy because
yeah.
a lot of laws can go around almost doing something versus
Yeah,
like
because they're
attempted
obstructing
murder
traffic.
or some shit like that. Like you have to really
You're not
assault
supposed
somebody
to be on the road.
I
That's
mean,
why. That's
he's
why.
like, I guess I was where I was supposed to be, and technically the other people weren't. So
Damn, yeah.
that's fucked. But
Yeah, yeah.
to the
But in the
technicals,
eyes of the
yeah.
law,
yeah,
you
in the
know,
eyes of the law, it's really
It's very
technical.
true.
So
yeah, there's no. Yeah, that's fucked.
yeah, shit.
He said, truthfully, I was just trying to do my job.
Truthfully, I killed like 20 niggas.
yeah. Could have gone two different ways.
Mm-hmm.
For sure, for sure.
When there was
Mhm.
his excuse, he probably got dementia or something.
So I forgot where I was, and I thought they were all mobbing me. Self-protection, self-defense.
Yeah, scary.
Like, oh, that nigga.
The backflip, Selly.
Send out this pod. Come play UFC on Saturday. Sign up.
Yeah.
Come watch me torch
click a
everybody
link-
that tries to.
Link
do
on our
anything
story.
He is coming in.
ever. I'm thrashing everybody's
better not
soul.
be the first
Bro,
one
you
knocked
call
out
me
the
the
round.
Oh,
He gonna be
boy. They
talking
call me, bro.
crazy.
I'm like the fucking voice from Call of Duty.
Somebody
Fetch
just
me
gonna
they
come in super
souls.
silent.
Nigga,
we
if
ain't
you
even
think
gonna
you got
never
any
met him.
sauce on the
He
sticks,
just gonna
come
grab
here
the
and get your
controller
ass
and just
whooped,
destroy
nigga, come on.
Ouija in silence.
We will see Ouija rage.
If I get
That's
knocked
right,
out first round, I'm gonna be fucking pissed. I'm demanding my rematch, even if it don't count. Even if it don't count. That'd be
He
one thing if
said,
it go
"No
to decision,
way."
but if it's a knockout in the first like 2 minutes, I'm gonna be fucking sick.
Yeah, you're gonna be cooked, my boy. It's gonna be
Yeah.
some dude we never met before. He just gonna
We're
come
probably
in.
just yeah.
That's what I'm.
do
That's
a
what. That's
best
like
2
my
out of
one thing
3.
I'm semi nervous of. It's just some
Whoosh.
random.
There was one guy
somebody
commenting
that-
like, "I ain't playing unless it's for a band." Like, get the fuck out of here, then.
dude, then you
Oh.
can stay
Like,
home.
if you can come here and beat us for free, then
Yeah, what are you talking
then
about?
you could
then
maybe
you can
say
probably
something.
go play for
Literally.
a band
if
somewhere.
you don't want to
nigga.
have some fun, then stay home. Like what?
You
That
said
shit is crazy.
$100
Niggas
ain't
out here
shit.
loose.
But yeah, all right. Thank you for tuning in. If you're a real deal viewer and you're still watching, stay tuned for the cool content coming.
Sir.